Rosemary needed to get a res sent his way, but that's being picked up as we speak. They will be back on their feet again. So disengagement coming through from Alter Ego. Not going to get embroiled with Influence Rage on the north side, but the question is, where do they go here? It's a difficult decision to make. There's not too many super strong positions that aren't already occupied now.
Ooh, DRX, Magnum Karya, so close to each other. Second time, back-to-back games, Tospic has been setting a trap, laying low until the right moment to attack. Sis starts to move up. Again, Tospic, all eyes on him. When he does challenges, Wild way off in the distance, able to help. I don't think so. So I believe Tospic is going to be all on his own in the current moment.
Yeah, Wild is far split on the north side from him. He's very central though. And the question is, does DRX want to start something in the middle of this zone? And at the moment, they're at 3 players, they're on that boundary. Maybe they just want to live a little bit longer. I feel like that Elam point might be worth it, but R8 are ready to take that fight, right? From that eastern side, they'll peek over that lip, they'll take the shots as soon as they hear them pop off. You've also got to worry about your northern flank coming through from Intense Game. See if they can find it. Oh, another knock from Influence Rage over towards Rosemary. Alter Ego, in the meantime, all the while, have been sending back up a little bit towards that northern side. Rosemary, a knock again sent his way. The blue zone's right there. And the pickup doesn't come through. Alva needs to be fast on this one. And he's into the same sight lines. Diego gets that flush. Not nice.
All right, so losing your top Slayer, in fact, the top Slayer, right, when it comes to our tournament so far, that's gotta hurt. What can Alter Ego do without Rosemary? What you gotta say, hey, their game today, their scores have already been phenomenal. Even if they let this one go, they're still going to be just fine. But for Alter Ego's Influence Rage, that story is still going to unfold. They have the 2-2 split. The only thing that I question is Diego and Law. I hope they don't get a little bit over-aggressive. They need to backtrack because Fireflux is just on the opposite side, and I believe they might run into each other. So that would be my biggest worry if I was Influence Rage at the moment.
It is pretty tricky to navigate from that eastern side. The circle has shifted down to the south of the road, nice and hard towards Power Grid, keeping RA again in a central location, so another opportunity for them to keep the wind in their sails and keep on going. Romeo, we've seen what damage this guy can do. We'll see if he can do a little bit more over towards Gamax, who have lost one already. They've taken a knock as well, so they are playing on as 2. Yangon Galacticos get a sidle on into the compound there. The concrete's trying to keep safe around it, but
nice.
Gamax can't suppress him. Smile is on the hunt, and that is one more under the belt. Gamax going down without a fight.
There it is, without a fight, Sans. Well, today, just not going their way. They finished with a total of 5 points, averaging less than a point a map. Tomorrow has to be much better. But for Yangon Galacticos, right, this is their final game. They currently sit in 7th place. They're at 56 total points. They need everything they can possibly get, and that fight is a start.
Influence Rage finding another tag on towards Alter Ego. As Alter Ego do try and send forwards. That was Krypton who moved in. This was an early scout from them, but Influence Rage have had their number for a while now, and Alter Ego may have bitten off more than they could chew.
Gone down. Alter Ego's forced to just survive with just 2. Like you said, getting picked off one by one. Thunder Talk up ahead. They're taking shots. Moana's going straight into Jing, who might apex that hill, take a couple of shots on the car. He tries it, but just, Bono hits the buggy, and he might be down and out. I think this is Alter Ego's fully finished off. Moana hits the dirt.
Has to try and keep safe now. A little bit too far away from Thunder Talk to fully commit, but there is Team Secret. The nades pouring on over the top. They move away from one another, stop an immediate knock and flush on the entire team. That nade would have found both of them, but Alva had repositioned away. That's what you're looking for. Thunder Talk are going to take shots. Team Secret want a slice of the pie here as well. We'll see who's able to pick up the pieces, but it might just divert the fight between these 2 4-player squads.
Oh, AJ from Thunder Talk takes down one from Team Secret, who might be crumbling right before our eyes. Xeris still has to move forward to help his team out. Thunder Talk is mainly doing this fight with just 2 players, mind you, and Jing has been the linchpin, and he's been the one starting the fights for this Thunder Talk roster. And it looks like Alter Egos are sending a solo out, just try and get away as this fight is currently underway. Team Secret going for the revive, and Thunder Talk can't get the nades over to get the cleanup.
Is Alva going aggressive down towards the south? Maybe he's looking for the fight. over towards the edge, but AJ misses that spray on the cross, and it allows 2 players from Team Secret to find that res, get back to a healthy position, and now Frankie is feeling a lot safer, has the backup of 2 teammates on the off angle. Circle shift out to the west side now, and over towards 4THRIVERS, Yangon Galacticos.
All right, still seem very solid where they're currently at. I don't foresee them having to move anytime soon. We look at intense game against Vision, and looks like a big win so far for IG. Much needed points. They've been relatively quiet all day today. Game number 6. Would it be unorthodox for this roster to be the best in the lobby? But they're going to have to do it with just 3 players. And so I want to say if they can hit about 30 or so points, I still have good faith. Maybe they can make a top 8 run with a heroic effort in tomorrow's competition.
Regnum Kaya hoping that I'm right on my bubble prediction right now, because they've just been eliminated. They have 81 points at the moment. That might well be enough, but only tomorrow we'll be able to tell. Or maybe the rest of these games here, looks like Alter Ego's miracle run may be drawing short as we've seen the numbers start to dwindle on this match. Vision, they were looking to try and chase, but they were a real outside chance on this one, and they potentially are going it down. But Never Alone, he's not going to give up, not without a fight.
No, not without a fight indeed. Great shots on the Fireflux, and well, they're in a bit of shambles at the moment, and Alone is the large reason for that, but they are going to be able to recover. And Alone, he's making a last-ditch effort. He understands, hey, this is our final game. We've just got to go for it. And if it doesn't work out, well, we're in no better position than they were before. 56, most likely. They understand just simply isn't going to be enough. But the true question is, for IG just up ahead, how do they take this attempt and how do they take this fight? And also, can Alone get some off angles on some of the IG members?
Potentially looking for some shots here. Never Alone does have 2 nades, 2 Molotovs in tow in his backpack, so could potentially leverage those. In the meantime, Influence Rage go down, by the way. That will draw their tournament to a close for the league stages on 54 points. Not going to be enough to find themselves in the top 8. They are already down in 9th place, so they are guaranteed not to be going through directly to the finals. We'll be seeing them in the survival stages.
Alone continues to push up the hill. Gotta think Ketch understands this. He throws out a couple of nades in Alone's path, but Alone does manage to get some distance between him and the roster of Fireflux. And, you know, once Alone, so this is the thing, right? You see IG, they can maybe pincer Fireflux here if they can time it correctly. If Alone decides to challenge, it would be a perfect scenario. They would have to time it very right. But if they do so, hey, things could get quite weird, but in the meantime, it does look Fireflux wants to make the attempt. They're pushing up, and Silence needs to be ready.
And the pincer may be the other way around here as Intense Game have a backstop of Yangon Galacticos. It is just Romeo here, but SayCloud's not too far off either. The spray down works out well, though. Scarface, Soulless fall. The answer is sent back the way of Intense Game, but the front axle careens over the dunes here, and Silence once more. He's chewing through them and spitting them back out.
Wow, Fireflux are gone. They choose to leave Alone alone and then go straight into Intense Game. They get a couple of downs, but Intense Game's going to be able to recover. Now the question is, do we see Yangon Galacticos start to move up to potentially gather some ground? You notice Romeo is going to be relatively close. He's going to be the tip of the spear for the Galacticos roster.
Oh, they got to go for it, though. I mean, they've got such control over the northern side. Do Intense Game want to go there? I don't know. They might try and push towards DRX and have a good time of it. We'll have to wait and see. Thunder Talk trying to stop Team Secret from leaving. You're not going to be successful in that endeavor, unfortunately. Might be able to catch the backside of that rotation as Alter Ego do finally fall. Their day is over, but they earn a gargantuan, a mammoth amount of points.
That's right. Nearly breaking into top 3 is so impressive. Off of just 6 games. Can't wait to watch them tomorrow. Smile taking down a 4THRIVERS member. That's the first one to drop so far. Not down and out just yet, though. They can get him back up onto his feet. 4THRIVERS have already done a wonderful job. So this fight is going to be impactful, but not as impactful, at least from 4THRIVERS' perspective. Now, DRX, however, on that potential theoretical threshold of 80 points, they sit at 79. They need everything they can get, and they are playing very cautiously.
Yeah, Team Secret as well, looking to try and keep that one going with the 3 points they've earned already, and placements starting to come in after the next team falls. Every point's going to matter here. Team Secret on 78. They are currently level with Alter Ego, who have gone down, but the 6-man disadvantage. Intense Game do send on in towards DRX's bunker, but they are not having a good time of it. The 3-player players alive for DRX are working
Got it.
with one another beautifully. So easy though.
Nice.
The last to stand stays alive for the South Korean roster, but in comes R8 around the headland. Yangon Galacticos moving in. The Sharks are here. They've smelt the blood in the water.
Absolutely, and they want to feast. Team Secret also not too far away either. For DRX, still in a little bit of trouble. You need to get your teammates back on your feet, at least have a duo to make something happen. But the nades are careening in, and R8 has the utility to take them out as they currently stand, but they just can't make the connection. Either way, they're starting to close that vice grip. They're moving forward. They're starting to form a fatal triangle, and in the middle is DRX.
They are just trying to live this one out. They have got 3 points. They're over Regnum Kaya now, which is a very nice place to be. Another point would be beautiful, but they've got the placements. The nade from the backline doesn't tag on to QX, and the nade from So Easy, looking for Mask, isn't going to be able to get the full job done, but does tag him, force that heal. He's burning, and there's the knock. The Molotov behind him forces him out of the bunker, and they may be onto another one. R8, losing their forward position, have lost a little bit of momentum.
They have, and DRX still holding on very, very strong. And I do want to point out, Yangon Galacticos get a little bit overzealous. And, well, for 4THRIVES, they take down one of their members. They have to try and recover, but if they push up a little bit too far, maybe Team Secret is in the vicinity. Maybe they capitalize and set the trap to take down Yangon Galacticos. We'll see if that ends up unfolding. Meanwhile, all attention on DRX in this R8 fight, which should have been single-handedly going to R8, but you got to be so impressed. DRX holding on tight to what they got. They understand they need to hit the 80-point threshold, and they're going for gold.
They need more placement points as well to feel safer and safer. Currently, with the points that they've earned, they're on 83 points. They are ahead of Regnum Kaya by 2, and that's before you add whatever placements they get in this match, whatever more they're able to earn. It's going to feel nice here for DRX, and it's very likely now that we'll see them moving on up and in towards those finals. We'll see how far they can go. 4THRIVES right now with the challenge of moving on in, and they opt to take the northern rotate. Try and flow in behind Yangon Galacticos and maybe backfill on this rotation.
Let's see what they decide to do. I thought Phallic and 24 were going to push up onto Smile. Luckily, they don't. And the reason why I say luckily is because you had Romeo and Say Cloud, who are off in the distance for Galacticos, who were going to have the great angle to potentially punish them once they apex the hill. Anyways, Phallic still stays. He wants presence on top of the hill, and Smile knows this, and both are careening towards each other on their stomachs.
Ooh, it's slow, it's steady, but it is potentially fatal. Phallic,
he knows.
With the advantage, I think, on this engagement. Smile will crest the ridge, but I think Phallic will get the peak first here, has that info, will have heard those steps. He knows exactly that the player there, has full sight lines, goes for the spray down. He does not miss those. There is no way that he's going to lose out on that engagement. And that's another point under the belt for 4THRIVES. They want to try and put up, or the 120 on today, that would be beautiful for them. Keep
without a
10-point average going.
Without a doubt. And you know what? To keep Phallic, by the way, to challenge Smile in that vicinity was great. It seems like a tremendous risk, but 4THRIVES knew exactly what they were doing, and they have been piecing apart Yangon Galacticos. Remember, they took out the first one a little bit earlier. They just take out a second one. They're taking them out piece by piece. Now, on board with Ida Esports, who we watched a little bit earlier in the engagement against R8 for the compound. They kind of separated each other, but they're still within the same vicinity, and they're still fighting. R8 up ahead, and the first knock is in.
The tap with the Mini 14, good for the knock. And the first blood is drawn on this skirmish. Forcing Damar back up to the wall there, not really going to be in a super resable position, potentially just done and done for him. And R8 looking to move on with 2 players left standing. See how much further they can go. There's that flush to confirm it. Thundertalk going to make their approach now. Potentially try and push in behind Ida and have a little bit to say about this situation. But they do draw short. They stop. Pop some smokes, try and stay safe. In the meantime, 4THRIVES over on this northwest edge. They found Yangon Galacticos with 2 players still standing. Say Cloud and Romeo down in the ditch, and Phallic close by with a nade, looks for the cook over the top, doesn't quite connect, and T24 is down in the meantime. 2 players to face him, and he will be rebuffed.
Well, he gets taken down. Revenge is in the cards for Yangon Galacticos, taking on 4THRIVES, dodging buggies. Do we go over the top? Well, IQ goes for the attempt, backs away. What are we doing? You had full ground to do it. Nades are being cooked. If he could just apex that hill, he's taking them both out, but he doesn't know. And the nades come in. Can IQ live? Yes, but just barely. You can't rest Phallic here. Surely not. There's no reason to even go for it, but he gets a couple of shots on the Say Cloud. IQ finally drops, and now it's up to the clutch master master himself off in a distance of Naki.
6 teams now remain, and in the top side it is DRX still going. It is Team Secret still going, but Team Secret take a knock sent their way in the meantime as IQ was bleeding out before Noki's feet. He's not going to make that dash. There's no way that he can get over there. Doesn't have any nade, any Molotov to back him up. Only smokes, and you can't be using those right now. You need those as a solo to go further. Another team drops, and now 5 teams remain. These placements are adding up. The P90 for Noki, a 1 versus 2, but it's a needle threaded from the backlines there from Romeo to see Noki down.
But a tremendous day, a tremendous 12 games for the 4THRIVERS esports roster as they finish, at least at the moment, in first place without tomorrow's competitors joining back in the mix. We're getting down to now our top 4. You've got DRX, Team Secret, you've got Ida who's up ahead, and well, things start to look crazy as Yangon Galacticos also joins in the mix. And you know what? A big win here would be absolutely needed. Let's not forget, they're on their final game. They have a chance to potentially apex and be well within the top 8. They can still qualify for finals off of this game, but they've got to do everything right.
It is a monumental task to be able to find enough points out of this game for teams like Yangon Galacticos. It's going to be a real tough time. Ida, though, this could also be a massive game for them. They're up to 8 elims already, up onto 41 points now on the tournament with those elims. It's a question of how much further they can go. With 4 players alive, they do have the dominant position. They are looking to try and flow around and control that south edge. We're into stage 9 here, nearly coming up to the 30th minute as our circle is closing dead center. It will be on top of Team Secret.
Everybody too just is going to collapse straight in to Team Secret, who I feel like have kind of been running on fumes for a while. We've looked at them make some great plays, but they've been in this little ravine for the longest time, and finally some shots are being fired. He just going straight into him. Hold up, DRX melting them down, and is this the end to Ida's run?
Yangon Galacticos also will have sightlines onto this. They're now hitting the deck, trying to go for the nades, but they're getting lit up from every angle, and not even finding a knock onto DRX. Only 1 player now from either stands, and everybody else is picking a piece of them out, adding it to their score tally. Darking desperately looking for the res, but the stand-up not going to be successful there, as it is again Yangon Galacticos to find the opening, to look for the shot. So easy is pushed back, but Ida are flagging, and Team Secret, where are they? They're still on their belly buttons.
They're hiding. They've been hiding this entire time. They're going for gold, and the opportunity is there. But I said it, right? Yangon Galacticos can still do this if they get every point, and they're going for it. Team Secret finally get active. They get off their stomachs. They're on their feet, and they're pushing up towards Yangon Galacticos. The question is, can they win the 2v2?
Belt buckles to the enemy, boys. We need to take the fight now. Team Secret out of the ditch and into the fire for Yangon Galacticos. They are sending the nades on in, trying to split them up, trying to find those little bits of information that they can play off. 6 smokes still available for SayCloud, but it's not really going to matter too much. They are into the final circle. It is closing, and they stand up. The first knock is there. Team Secret now in a 1 versus 1 trade. Romeo, who's been devastating, but it's shotgun shell for shotgun shell, and Yangon Galacticos able to close it down. Will it be enough?
Question is, will it be enough? Is exactly the question we should be asking ourselves. A tremendous win, a great finish for the 12th and final game for Yangon Galacticos over in the Group Yellow region. Man, well done from them. And I said it, look, I think they can do it. I really do. I was feeling it in my bones. 2 players left. They went all the way. A tremendous win. You got to give them credit.
What a romantic close down to that game, Romeo. I love it. Absolutely beautiful stuff coming on through from Yangon Galacticos. They held a wide split on that northwest side for a long time. They forced a lot of fights to play in different areas of the map, and they extracted value from a lot of them. Some third-party picks, that set up over towards IDA, tearing them to pieces as soon as they went towards DRX ditch. It was really nicely held in those final moments. A nice result coming through.
And let's not forget, 4THRIVERS was tearing them apart piece by piece at one point, and 4THRIVERS wanted to take them down, wanted to finish them off. So Yangon Galacticos had to go through so much adversity in order to take that game. Let's go to the studio because it's time to break down Game 6 and the entirety of Day 2.
That's right, Reflections. Yangon Galacticos, Max, a team that surprised us from the first game that we played in day one with the amount of eliminations that they were able to get. Could this be enough to qualify them straight to the grand finals?
I mean, they were in the top 8, right? And now actually getting themselves a chicken dinner. Not just a chicken dinner, but a double-digit elimination chicken dinner. This is the perfect time. Well, it had to be now because it was the last game. They had no other option. But they do actually get themselves the win. Now it's going to be stressful because don't forget, tomorrow they're not playing, right? So they're going to be one of those cutoff point teams possibly that's going to be at the bottom of the top 8 if they do end up qualifying. So there's going to be a big target on their back. That's the point threshold we need to reach. So it is going to be the team to beat in tomorrow's 6 matches.
And for this team, I mean, we got to talk about the other team too there towards the end. Team Secret, they have been so consistent. And something that you mentioned earlier too, Neptura, is that this team has been able to maintain themselves there towards the top, even though they haven't gotten any chicken dinners. And once again, right here, they don't get a chicken dinner, but they do end up getting 11 points.
I mean, yeah, we've seen them in the top 5 basically the entire time, top 5, top 6. So with 11 points, they're able to actually do that again. They're able to just maintain that position. Is that a position we're going to see them still in at the end of day 3? No. Is it going to be top 8? Possibly, with as consistent as they've been without any wins whatsoever. Seven's looking very frowny face at me. I think he disagrees.
No, I would love to see a win out of this team, whether regardless if it's going to be in survival stage or maybe grand finals. We'll have to wait and see, right? We still have to wait and find out what's going to be happening tomorrow on the final day for group stages, as we're going to be having Group Red coming back. You can see there, Fireflux. Not really. We didn't get a chance to see much out of this team, Max. I expected a little bit more. I know you were kind of high on them whenever we were watching PMSL EU. They were barely able to get into PMWC, but it's just a lackluster performance.
I was excited for Fireflux, but now that I think really back on this team, they only really did well in their region or back in the European Championships, and when we had those, like, what, 2 years ago. So since then, they've not been doing too much. They actually fell down significantly in the rankings of the Turkish teams. And as of right now, even Ketch or Solis, they're like, renowned players on the world stage, are just not able to bring the heat on the same level just yet. So Fireflux, unfortunately, compared to like a Regnum Courier, I think they might be missing out on an early slot to the finals, and maybe entirely they might miss out in the survival stage, and I unfortunately would not be too surprised.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta wait and see, but you know what? You know what I want to see? I want to see how high up 4THRIVERS is currently on this overall leaderboard, because they have 111 points. And the scary thing for me is I'm just gonna bypass second place, third place, fourth place. We'll come back to them in one bit. Alter Ego Aries. 78 points, Neptura, in just one day. And look at the difference. They're surrounded by those teams with 12 games apiece. They've only played half of those.
That is wild, actually. Yeah, because the only other team with 6 matches is Alpha 7, who have also managed to maintain the top 8 position even when during the day that they're not actually playing. But Alter Ego, that is a phenomenal performance. I mean, 2 matches in the first day is wild.
That's right. And I mean, remember, Max, at the start of the day, we have 4THRIVERS with 56 points. That is just an insane performance from Alter Egos. Now being able to, in a way, improve on the performance from Alpha 7 yesterday, getting 23 more points than that in just one day.
If they double their points and they do the same tomorrow, they'd have 160 points, give or take.
Wow.
How do you do that? It's not happening, but like, oh my goodness, that would be crazy. Actually, I want to bring up a question here as we look at this page. Who is currently not safe out of all this? I think Alpha 7 are safe, and Alter Ego, because they are playing tomorrow. They're looking very good, in my opinion. They are going to be rising up in the rankings compared to the teams that have played 12 matches. Team Vision, they're going to fall, all of that. But like, what's the cutoff here we're looking at for you guys?
You just said it.
You think just Team Vision?
Team Vision, yeah.
That's the only one you think they drop off. You don't think Yangon Galacticos could fall off despite Alpha 7? Alpha 7's going to push down Vision and Yangon 100%.
I think the better way to look at this, right, is remember the cutoff point, right? You got 59, 55. If we can, let's go towards the second page, because then we kind of get a better idea of how some of these teams have been performing. And based on this, I mean, just look, Ida performed well, TT as well. Which one are you looking at, Natura?
Hora, for sure, will be stepping up massively tomorrow as well. Alpha Gaming should be doing something. I mean, 38 is low for them, but I think we'll see more coming in from them tomorrow. Weibo Gaming as well, TT, both the PEL teams I think are really going to do something here. R8 have been looking okay. So like, any of those teams, honestly, on the second page that are playing tomorrow have a chance of doing much better.
One chicken dinner's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm sticking with Team Vision. Right now, some of these other teams haven't really shown me that much. Something that I wanted to point out for you guys there in that other page was APG. They just continue to not being able to just clutch up those placement points. This is something that has been going on throughout the whole year, Max, something that we've been pointing out every single time we see this team when it comes to a global stage. Yeah, we know you can get the eliminations, but when it comes down to those placement points, they're just not there.
It's because they lose players for weird reasons. Okay, I could have used a way worse word, but I'm being pretty nice right now.
Which one?
Not gonna say it. They keep sending players. I think it was who was it? It was Reefus earlier versus Decider of Thunder Talk, and then there was going to be Alter Ego in that position. There was no reason. You can play it passive. You can respect your lobby. Like, sure, you're big Alpha 7. Everyone's scared about you because you're such a world-renowned team. Like, fair enough. But respect your teams you're going up against. God damn it. Like, they need to respect the lobby way more. They just go for these weird sends, lose a player. You're down to 3. You take a 4v3. You're going to be losing the fight. Please, tomorrow, rethink it. Stop wasting lives of your teammates.
I agree. I have to agree with him. Look, I like Alpha Gaming. I like them a lot. I think they've got a lot of good things. I think there's a lot of potential there to do really, really well. So it's so frustrating when they do things that just seem a little off, outside the box. We don't want you to think outside the box because the box for Alpha Gaming is already so big and so interesting. You don't need to think outside of it. Stop. Draw inside the lines.
Outside the box vibes, yeah.
Outside the box vibes. Yes, outside the box vibes. I'm owning it. Outside the box vibes.
No. Get out of here. We're going to end up moving on from this vibes. The only vibes that I want to see is the Kriya top plays because so far, I mean, we got a chance to see them earlier in the day when we're looking at those day ones. Let's see what we got so far here for day 2. And we're going to start off with Ida. Okay, not bad. I wonder if we're going to be getting some APG at least top plays because they did have some good plays. But I'm with you, Max. I really enjoyed what you were talking about there in regards to that team. It does seem like they just do very questionable things, not respecting the lobby. It feels like they still think they're just in their own region, PMSL and CSA.
Look, they're the best team in CSA by a significant amount. Like, Hora, 4THRIVERS have been good. Actually, 4THRIVERS kind of eclipsing also the results of APG, so they're making a big statement here. The playstyle that APG have is just not really well suited for this right now. So you need to respect the lobby, be a little bit more careful. This is PMWC for a reason, and they need to be a little bit more cautious as we go through some of these other top plays. And Influence Rage, we did say it, right? We wanted to see a bit more, and they are done, right? Because they're not in the top 8, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to have to go through Survival. And we know they can make it, but it was a weaker start than I expected from a team like Influence Rage.
I want to just go back very quickly to Alpha Gaming, though, because we have heard, and we speculated ourselves many times with different teams, are they going to go for finals, or are they okay with playing survival? And I think certain teams might want to play survival. We discussed that as well. I wonder if that's the case for Alpha Gaming. I think they are a team that does do very well once they've had as much practice, as many days as possible in the lobby. Are they just kind of messing about for a little bit, to an extent? You know, I'm not saying anything, but are they kind of just playing until they need to?
Okay, so I'm going to say...
smirk.
I know, he's ready.
I'm sorry, because you're saying like, oh, do they want to play survival stage? I think if you want to play survival stage, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You want to qualify for the finals as soon as possible, because do you really want to put your spot for the finals at risk twice?
No, because...
For Spotify, like, for the Lion Shelf, $3 million? Like, come on. Like, you need to want to qualify right away.
I don't know, because Seven was even saying that a large majority of teams that are very successful in finals are the teams that come from survival stage.
For me, that means they're not confident. That's it. Like, oh, we're going to get more prep. No, you're just not confident you're going to beat the top teams in the lobby. That's what I think it is.
Interesting.
Time will tell. Collecting all that data will tell. Before we even show it, though, we got a Sony Hero of the Day. Any guesses?
Ooh.
It's a very clear one.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like.
Gotta be Naki. No,
Now you got that was your guess.
Dang
Max. No, there's no way you're
Rosemary.
Yes.
Krypton, but I would have to say Rosemary on my final pick.
Krypton's a good one.
Krypton had a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to say a Rosemary. So you know what? Just show me the Sony Hero of the Day.
Come on.
Because if it's not Rosemary, okay. 5,000 damage by himself?
Yo. What? Okay, that is a...
Is that the most
on a day? I think that's
up there.
That's better than yesterday for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hands down. Yesterday it was 3,425.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, wow, that's so much damage.
5K.
That is ridiculous.
Like, without really, keep in mind, that's without really playing long-range DMRs, which usually enables you to get way higher damage. No, this is AR shotguns, right?
Jeez, dude.
And he gets that much damage. Like, the elimination for that much damage is quite low. 18 eliminations for 5k damage. Like, you would expect maybe to get around 25 or something. But Rosemary, SCA MVP for a reason, right? And here able to show that they're here to play. And SCA, again, their own talent from Indonesia were doubtful, but I'm so glad to see that not only Rosemary's performing, Krypton's up there, you know, Alva in particular, the setups are looking beautiful.
Yes.
And I hope they keep it going in tomorrow's 6 matches.
That was a nasty angle there by Rosemary. And even though he doesn't have a bunch of eliminations, right, even though he does have an insane amount of damage, I'm still enjoying seeing that kind of stat. Because it just shows that it's playing part of the gameplay for that team, especially today in Neptura.
No, it really is. It's all part of it that, you know, you have such specific roles, and I think in the meta right now is that we have been discussing this, right? The meta is 4 fraggers. You have to have 4 fraggers, and then those fraggers also have other roles, right? For Rosemary and for the rest of the team, I think they know their job so well that they're able to put Rosemary up on the front, but then other times it is other people. It's Krypton on one side. You know, if you have a team that is really good at what they do, you're able to actually utilize them in so many other roles and so many other ways that you get a team like Alter Ego who are able to just do everything.
Yeah, like you're always a fragger, that's your main role, and then it's like, oh, I'm also an IGL. but if that matters, I'm also IGL or support on the side. It is very important, and everyone on Alter Ego can do it. And they've shown it here today, especially with that back-to-back right that was very impressive. And the fact that they not only do a back-to-back, I mentioned it earlier, but it's on an Erangel and it's on a Miramar. You have 5 of those per day. It's a really good setup for what's to come on the side of Alter Ego.
Time will tell if it's only just a one-time thing. I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case, because we did see some amazing stuff from the whole squad, as you guys have been mentioning, from Rosemary as well. But let's take a look at the Honor Domination. Rosemary, not surprised there, by the way. This is just players that have been able to get 3 or more eliminations per match, and Rosemary was able to do that 4 times today out of 6.
And Alva, 3 times out of 6. Like, it's not just one player of the team, it is 2. Actually, wait, we were talking about Influence Rage earlier. Jago actually is up there.
Oh.
So that's, I mean, only Jago's up there. So something's maybe happening with the rest of the team, but...
Yeah.
And then Doc. Oh no, Doc's there.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm having PMGO flashbacks, 7. I don't like where this is going.
So I didn't want to say it, but the docketing has been happening today.
No.
Even though it hasn't been
Slightly.
super obvious, there has been positions here and there in Neptura where I feel like it has happened, not just with him, with the whole squad.
I was gonna say, it's apparently infectious.
Yeah.
Because it's particularly, I think, in the last Erangel, they ended up doing it
Reefus, yeah.
one by one. Reefus did it, then Doc did it, and then Zeal did it, and then Top did it because he was the last one alive, or however, whatever order that was in. Doesn't matter. They still all did it. So.
And then the manager did it. The CEO did it. The entire squad did it.
It's
downhill
slope.
slope. It's unfortunate. If they don't make it to the finals, that's going to be the issue. That's going to be the reason why they don't qualify.
Yeah.
And okay. Chill, Zen.
Mad. He's mad.
If they don't do this, they could win global tournament 7. This is why I'm quite passionate about this, because it annoys me to hell and back.
And it's not like we've been saying this since PMGO.
I've been saying it since last year with Jason. Okay, we know this is a constant issue. And he's just like,
I'm pretty sure Doc is just like, come on, man. I'm just trying to get back into the finals. The Top is probably just having flashbacks of what happened at PMWC 24, where they were coming in as one of the favorites, and then it didn't end up working out for them. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. All right, that's what I'm going to be hoping for.
he's like, I really miss action. Why do you have to retire? we played as a duo, Wadley. No, I think he can work on it. He's been improving in PMSL CSA, but I just want it to happen here.
That's right. But don't forget, everybody, from July 25th to the 27th and August 1st to the 3rd, log into Summon Airdrops and collect 2025 airdrop vouchers to enter prize draws for official merchandise, smartphones, BD partner rewards, and permanent in-game items. more. I mean, it's just going to be more for every participant. It's guaranteed to win. Additionally, from July 25th to the 31st, vote for your favorite airdrop partner for a chance to receive special gifts from them. Don't miss this year's airdrop carnival and unbox your surprise. And a big surprise for us right now is that the docketing is happening, and we're hoping that it doesn't continue to happen, because that's one team that I would honestly like to say I would love to see them in the grand finals. I would love to see their actual full potential if they just fix those little tiny things, Neptura.
I mean, we could talk all day about everything that's been going on with them. We have talked about them for a while, and I think it really is. It's down to all those little tweaks, and I think for a lot of other teams maybe who are looking at them and going, okay, so what isn't working? Figure it out, because I think it's not that hard to see what is actually going wrong. So if you're a team that's looking at Alpha Gaming and going, hey, you know, we could learn from them. Learn the mistakes as well as the good things as well. That's my advice.
Well, let's take a second here to talk about something good, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about APG not really doing the thing. We got to give massive props. And I know we weren't trying to talk about this team that much, but we got to give massive props to 4THRIVERS and what they were able to do. It wasn't just Phallic. I came in super high up on Phallic. Naki came through. T24 too has been able to put up those eliminations. And for this team, they're feeling confident right now, and they're continuing to be confident.
I'm going to put my cue card down because I'm very passionate about this. Yesterday, we had the... Oh, we're all going in on this. I love what we saw yesterday from Phallic saying, oh, we have a game plan for Alpha Gaming going onto the bridges. But actually, I was scared because I was like, hopefully they're not going to want to fight them because they could lose players early, and that means their odds of a chicken dinner are just out the window entirely. But no, they decided to play it passive. That was the game plan, and I very much enjoy that. That they like, okay, we'll just give you the bridge. You make the cross, you survive, but we survive too. And because of that, you get into the late game and the odds of a chicken dinner, woo, right through the roof. It's good to see.
Well, one thing at one point too, in an Erangel, when we had Stauber in play, we were like, okay, where's 4THRIVERS? Because APG was still towards the south. And we're like, 4THRIVERS is nowhere to be seen. They were already towards the north, Neptura.
Yeah, I mean, that was really nice to see them, that adaptation of, we're taking the long road. We're out of here. We're going around. We've already played with these other squads. We know what they want to do. We know our direct competitor is APG, so you know what? First day at least, we're going to avoid them completely, do what we need to do with other teams we're already familiar with from day one, and that has worked so well for them.
Well, so far, 2 days done of PMWC. We've gotten so many surprises. We can continue to sit down here and just have a whole podcast talking about what happened today. But we're not going to do that because I'm hearing that Barney is going to be doing an interview with Rosemary. So let's send it over to him.
Welcome back to the main stage, where I am joined by Rosemary from Alter Ego Ares. What an incredible day today, Rosemary. I kind of first want to kick things off by talking about your team, because you were all really impressive. Particularly, the analysts were choosing that Alva was really impressive today. He gave you loads of information, provided off angles so that you guys could all pop off. I just wanted to ask you about the synergy between the team right now. Is it particularly dialed in?
Jadi tentunya di sini kalian berhasil mendapatkan hari pertama yang lumayan baik ya. Dan dari para analis itu memperlihatkan bahwa Alpha ini menjadi salah satu kunci dari kemenangan kalian di hari ini, di mana dia selalu memberikan juga vision, informasi dan juga off angle yang baik gitu. Menurut kalian bagaimana dengan performa tim kalian hari ini? Tergantung juga dari sinergi kalian tentunya di hari pertama.
Kalau untuk ditanya tentang performa kita di hari ini, kita masih banyak mistake yang kita lakuin, dan mungkin di esok hari kita bakal memperbaiki itu. Dan untuk sinergi kita, ya puji Tuhan kita mau ngelakuin apapun itu selalu bareng, makanya kita mendapatkan chemistry yang bagus dan sinergi yang lumayan bagus.
Okay. I think overall we still make many mistakes actually today, but hopefully we will able to fix that tomorrow. And about our synergy, yeah, our synergy is like doing great at the moment, but still we want to do better, and we will try to be better tomorrow. Yeah.
If that was you guys making mistakes today, I feel bad for everyone that's going to go against you tomorrow. Now, okay, we've established that today you had such a great day. Let's look into tomorrow, okay? Are you guys going to ease off the gas a little bit? Because you've more or less guaranteed yourselves a spot in the finals with the amount of points you accumulated today. But are you going to ease off, or are you going to pile more pressure tomorrow?
Jadi tentunya dengan hari yang baik di hari pertama ini, kalian ada kemungkinan besar sudah masuk ke dalam babak grand final ya untuk di besok. Nah, bagaimana dengan besok? Apakah kalian bakal lebih santai, atau mungkin kalian tetap mencoba berusaha supaya mendapatkan poin sebanyak-banyaknya?
Dengan hasil yang kita dapat di hari ini, yang ya itu puji Tuhan lah kita mendapatkan hasil yang bagus. Tapi di esok hari kita bakalan lebih try hard lagi biar nggak ada mistake lagi yang kita lakuin di satu match pun.
Yeah, I think tomorrow, of course, we're doing great, and we will look forward for tomorrow. But we still, as I said, that we still make many mistakes, and for tomorrow we actually will be more try hard than today, and we're just gonna try to be the best version of our team tomorrow.
Wow, going to try even harder tomorrow. It's going to be such an impressive watch. Thanks so much for joining me in this post-match interview. What a great day for you guys. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. And with that, day 2 of the group stage is over. Tomorrow is our final day of the group stage, where we're going to see all of these teams try and secure those spots in the finals. And if not, they'll be battling their way out of the survival stage. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen then tomorrow. We'll see you back here, same place, same time. See you then.
हाँ भी चलो जो dari sama nih tekuni ya itu baki cas Aduh, हो गया
Let's go.
Marked a location. Watch out! Watch out! Help! Marked a location. Watch out!
This ends now, Megatron. Prime Skin.
Watch out!
Naughty!
Watch out! Marked an airdrop. Marked a location.
Okie dokie.
Marked a location.
LMG nanti, LMG nanti remission होनी क्या है?
Watch out! Watch out!
A victory for all sentient beings. Roar for freedom!
हेलो, झट आवाज आ रही है। ਓਏ ਆਜੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਆਲਾ ਆ ਮਾਈਕ ਤੇਰੇ ਹੱਲ ਹੋਣਾ ਇੰਜ ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਵੀਰ ਓਪਨ ਹੁਣ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕੀਤਾ, ਹੁਣ ਕੀਤਾ।
Okay.
Hello. Hello there. हेलो आवाज नहीं आ रही हेलो
I made the top 3 just now. Good luck, mates.
ਨਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਬੈਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਬੈਲ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਕਿਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ सैमसंग ਤੇ ਵੈਸੇ ਹੀ ਖਤਮ ਆਣਾ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਬਸ 1 ਘੰਟਾ ਕੁ ਬੈਟਰੀ ਕੱਢਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਰਾਤ ਲੱਗਾ ਰਹੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਚਾਰਜ
Let's go.
ਆਹ ਤੇ ਚਾਚੂ ਕੋਲ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਛੋਟੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਦਿਲ ਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ
ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੈਸੇ ਖੇਲਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਲਿਆ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਇਹ
ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੇਡਦਾ ਕਦੀ ਖੇਲਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੈਂ ਅਭੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਖੇਡਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦੋਸਤ ਮੇਰਾ ਫੈਸਲਾਬਾਦ ਦਾ ਉਹ
Watch out!
Excellent work.
Don't give up. Your teammates can still recall you. Please recall me. Got it. Please recall me. Please recall me. Yoroshiku ne?
सेफ जोन में वापस जाओ।
Please recall me. Sorry. Please recall me. Please recall me. Got it.
Excellent work.
Please recall me. I got supplies. Please recall me. Please recall me. Please recall me. Awesome. I'm tired of carrying you. Break time.
कौन क्या लगा जी को? मैं भी ठीक हूँ। और क्या हो रहा है? जी ये मैंने वो के मैप ओपन किए थे, उधर से लिया था भाई। मैंने कहा वो ये वो ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा न्यू, इस पे मैप ओपन किए थे तो उधर से मिला मुझे। फिर बता तो रहा हूँ, मैंने मैप ओपन किए थे ना, अपने मैप बनाए थे मैंने, तो फिर मुझे उधर से मिला है। नहीं, ये बस मैप बनाने के बाद उसके बाद वो लेवल अप होते हैं तो उधर शॉप होती है, शॉप से मिलता है फिर। एक बना लो भाई। ये आप भी वो करेक्टर हो ना? हेलो, वो मैप बनाए हुए है ना?
हाँ जी जट भाई जट भाई सुनाओ। जट भाई सुनाओ। आवाज नहीं आ रही ताकि।
हाँ जी।
ओके फिर आप बात करता हूँ।
आओ मुंडे मुंडे बैठे हुए हैं।
क्वालिटी पे ओके भाई यार मैं ये मार्केट बहुत ज्यादा डाला हुआ है। हम बाद में खेल लेंगे ओके। ये देखो मैं भाई फैसलाबाद से हूँ। फैसलाबाद खुड़िया वाला है ना, खुड़िया वाला शायर, उधर से हूँ। पिंड तो भाई पिंड तो उसके साथ ही सदाकत के साथ एक पिंड है जंड वाली, उधर से हूँ जी। बात सुनो। हेलो यार, आवाज थोड़ी सी ऊंची करो ना, अब आपकी आवाज भी नहीं आ रही, मेरा थोड़ा जो स्पीकर नहीं ठीक। मैंने कहा ये तो अब आ रही है, अब आ रही है। अब अपने वाव पे जाओ ना, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। ये अपने क्रेट पे जाए ना, क्रेट पे ये देखिए नीचे आखिर पे जहाँ क्रिएशन से वो क्रेट ओपन होता है ना, इसके साथ छोटा सा बल्ब हो रहा है, क्रिएशन सेंटर पर है, उस पे आए। क्रिएशन क्रिएशन सेंटर, क्रेट पे नहीं जाना, क्रिएशन सेंटर पे आए हैं। आगे ये देखें नीचे जहाँ ये क्रेट मिशन लिखा हुआ है ना, क्रेट मिशन के नीचे है ये शॉप, उधर से मिलते हैं। मिला है? नहीं नहीं, आप गलत चले गए हो। ये देखिए ना, वापस आए ना, क्रिएट पे हाथ लगाए। ये क्रिएशन पे आ गए ना आप। ये अब देखना, आपको अपने मैप भी शो हो रहे होगे पब्लिश पे, और नॉट पब्लिश पे कुछ भी नहीं शो हो रहा। ये शो हो रहे हैं ना, अब उनको छोड़ दो। उसके साथ ये देखें, एल्बम लिखा हुआ है, कमांड लिखा हुआ है, नोटिफिकेशन लिखा हुआ है, चार ऑप्शन आ रहे हैं ना मेन पे। उसके नीचे आपको भी आ जाए क्रिएट सेंटर, सेंटर है वो देखें। उसके आ जाए होम से नीचे क्रिएट लेवल है, फिर क्रो पता नहीं क्या है, उसके नीचे देखें क्रिएट मिशन है ना, क्रिएट मिशन से नीचे आए। अन्नी का ये वो है अन्नी का। इसके के नीचे आ जाए, क्रिएट मिशन के नीचे है क्या आप, इनके नीचे देखना शराब हो तो परमानेंट भाई, परमानेंट है। आपके भी लाग लगा हुआ है ना। जी, लाग ओपन है आपका। ना करें यार। अच्छा भाई बात सुने, नहीं नहीं, वो आपके सूट पे लाग लगा होना है। सूट पे लाग ओपन है। ना करें यार, मुझे भी पता है लाग लगा हुआ है आपके भी, आपके भी लेवल कम है। जी जी, आप क्रिएटर हैं ना, इसीलिए इसलिए आपका ऑप्शन आ रहा है ना। आप यूट्यूब पे बैठे हुए हैं। हेलो, मैंने कहा आप यूट्यूब पे बैठे हुए लाइव। अच्छा। जी, समझ नहीं आई आपकी। सही हो गया, ऐसे ही है भैया। चलो आप फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट उठाओ मेरी। और आपने ये जो होम बनाया ना अपना होम, इसके कितने लेवल है? इसके कितने लेवल है? अच्छा नहीं जी। अच्छा। जी जी जी, आपने पैसे लगाए हुए हैं, बहुत मुझे नजर आ रहा है। जी। अच्छा तो फिर मुझे भी बताएं, मेरा भी अकाउंट सेल करवा दें, ये मेरे बड़ी वाला। चेक करें इसमें फोर लेवल 3 है, मैंने 4 करने हैं रोल पास लगा के, अभी रोल पास नहीं लगाया। जैसे ये आपके साथ आपका बड़ी नहीं शो हो रहा, ऐसे मेरे साथ हो रहा है मेरा बड़ी शो। हाँ जी हाँ जी। सही है, आप अभी यूट्यूब पे भी लाइव बैठे हुए नए नए आए हैं। कुछ भी नहीं है, बस M4 है लेवल 3 की, कोड करनी है मैंने। अच्छा भाई मैप अच्छी बना लेते हैं यहाँ ऐसे ही भी। मैंने कहा आपने वो कि मैप अच्छी बनाई है ऐसे ही है। आप कहाँ से खेल रहे हो? समझ नहीं आई। मलेशिया बैठे हुए अभी आप? है ऐसे वैसे पाकिस्तान से हो? पाकिस्तान फैसलाबाद के कौन से इलाके से? 205 चौक। 227 सही हो गया। अच्छा आप मेरा एक छोटा सा काम करें, मुझे थोड़ी सी पॉपुलैरिटी तो सामने करें। जी चलो देख लें देख लें। जी जी। हेलो। आ रही भाई, मैंने कहा मुझे होमवर्क तो सामने करो यार थोड़े से। चलो मैं पॉपुलैरिटी कर दें यार भाई। काश आप मुझे कल मिले होते, मैं कल बैठे। जी। SCS ऐसे ही है। मैं आज चौथा बैटल था, आज मैं हार गया। मैं जी बस स्कोर नहीं थी तो मैं हार गया। ऐसे ही है भाई ऐसे ही है। और भाई मैंने ना भला क्या करना था, ये जो मेरा बडी है ना, मैंने इस पे ना बैटल खेलना था इस बार। और मैं पिछली बार खेला था, मुझे PK5 हो गया था। तो वो मेरे दोस्त को मैंने दिखाया, उसने मेरे से हेलीकॉप्टर ना ऐसे ही बस ले लिया, मुझे पता नहीं चला, उसने अपने तरफ से निकाल लिया। मुझे बहुत उस पर गुस्सा आया फिर।
हाँ जी लाला जी ठीक ठाक तुम सुनाओ शुक्र है अल्लाह दा ठीक ठाक चंगी वधिया है बनते
ओके भाई, फिर सुबह को खेलेंगे आपसे इंशाल्लाह। अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है, करें भाई करें।
एक मिनट अच्छा जी 56 लेवल दी आईडी
अभी रॉयल पास लगा के लेवल 4 के हो जाना, फिर 7 स्कारल भी मिल जानी है भाई रॉयल पास।
अच्छा तो कोई बात नहीं टूट है या नहीं है उस चीज का मैनू नहीं है हाँ 40 कलेक्शन लेवल है सही 40 नहीं सॉरी 40 नहीं चौथी कलेक्शन लेवल है 54 लेवल आईडी है देखो
भाई वो पाओ का क्रिएटर भी है, चेक करो। पाओ का क्रिएशन भी है। क्या मतलब? नहीं, कैसे कितने की होनी चाहिए आपके हिसाब से, कितने की हो जाएगी? अच्छा, फिर मैं बताऊँ, फिर मैं आपको एक दिन वेट करो बताता हूँ, फिर एक दिन। चलो चल, सही। किसका? को लीडर आपके क्लैन में है? नहीं, एक तो बात सुनो, बात सुनो। इनको ग्लेशियर वाली चाहिए आईडी। थोड़ा सोची बोले ना। ये जो आपने एम्फल पकड़ी हुई है ना, सर ये ओरिजिनल बात बोलूं, ये मेरे पास लेवल 2 की है मेरे अकाउंट में। तो बस उसके वैसे मैं आपको लेवल बताता हूँ। एक मिनट, सिर्फ एक मिनट ठहरो, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। मेरी पॉपुलैरिटी में जहाँ होते हैं ना, जैसे आपको जिसने पॉपुलैरिटी सेंड की है, उसके लेवल मेरे 5वें लेवल पे बैठा हुआ है 99 जिशान। उस पे है लेवल 2 के एम4 ग्लेशियर है, वो कौन सेल करना है डिजिटल में? क्या बताइए आप क्या देंगे मुझे? लेवल 5 पे देखना जाके। उसके उस बच्चे
64
की
लेवल
तस्वीर लगी हुई है।
है
नहीं नहीं, 43 लेवल है, ये मेरा अकाउंट मैंने सेल करना है। इस पे कुछ भी लगा हुआ है, रोल पास भी नहीं लगा, कुछ भी नहीं लगा हुआ। ये भी नहीं पता भाई मुझे, बस 4 काट लिया था। उस पे एम4 निकला ही, इस पे नहीं निकली जिस पे निकाल लिया मैंने। नहीं यार,
मैं
वो बड़ी वाला नहीं खेल करना।
अरे
बात सुन
मैं
रहे हैं,
चंद्र
तो मैं आपसे ना
से
हेलो
सिलेक्शन लेवल थोड़ा है, आईडी लेवल भी थोड़ा है, मिथिक भी थोड़े ने।
उसके भाई हर चीज कम है, हर चीज कम, बस M4 ही है उसमें और कुछ भी नहीं है, ना रोल बस लगा कोई भी।
बाकी आप खुद देख लो, आपका अकाउंट है, आप बोलो जितने भी बताने हैं, फिर हम बताएंगे कि क्या रेट है, क्या चीज़ है ये।
नहीं आप बताए ना, मुझे तो कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं, ना मैंने कभी सेल किया है, बस यही था एक मेरे पास, ये मैंने आपको बता
यार
दिया।
अपने अपनी तरफ से बताओ ना, अपनी तरफ से बताओ।
यार मुझे कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं ना है, कोई अंदाजा ही नहीं इसके बारे में। जी जी भाई एक बात आप बताए तो सही ना, कितने का सेल हो जाएगा, मुझे फिर अंदाजा होगा ना, फिर मैं आपको बताता हूँ। अच्छा सही। ठीक। अच्छा सही हो गया। ऐसे ना, अब आपको मैंने ना अपने दोस्त को बोला था, वो कह रहा था 3-4 हजार तक ना हो जाए सेल तो कर देना वरना रहने देना। उसने अभी तक मेरा करवाया नहीं, तो फिर आज आप मिले तो मैंने आपसे बात कर दी।
बहुत ज्यादा है 4,000।
ऐसी है भाई। जी जी कोई रोल पास भी नहीं लगा होगा। ऐसी है भाई, शायद भी लग खराब है, इससे कुछ भी नहीं निकलेगा। जी जी थोड़ा ऊंचा बोला ना, अभी आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही। आप बताएं कितने को हो जाएगा। चलिए एक बार आप बताइए ना, आप क्या रेट देते हैं, फिर उसके बाद मैं आपको बताता हूँ ना। बहस करनी क्यों है हमने। 2000। चले लास्ट बात 2500 दे दे, फिर ले लें। जी चले दे देता हूँ, मैं भी आपको लॉगिन करवाता हूँ। जी एक मिनट सेंड करें आप इधर मैसेज पे, या वैसे ही बता दे मुझे, मैं आपको 1 मिनट ठहरो। थोड़ा सा ऊंचा बोलो, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, थोड़ा सा ऊंचा। 0305 13 13 90 113। 0305 13 90 113, ठीक है। आपने नाम क्या लिखा हुआ है। एक मिनट, ये पाकिस्तानी अकाउंट है, ये व्हाट्सअप है ना। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। एक मिनट भाई, ये आ गया आ गया आ गया, मैं आपको भी मैसेज करता हूँ। क्या कोई मैसेज आया आपको? भाई बात ऐसी है, आपके साथ कोई स्कैम नहीं होगा, ठीक है, जो ओरिजिनल में होगा। जी बताएं आप, बता देना फिर मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे। भी मैं ना जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि 10 10:30 हो गए, मैंने सुबह काम पे भी जाना है। जी लोग इस वो कैसे? अच्छा जी, अच्छा जी जी बताए ना। तो मुझे ये बताएं लॉगिन कैसे आपको देना, मुझे इसके बारे इतनी इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है। जी अच्छा
फेसबुक पे है, आपके नंबर पर है, जिधर भी है।
एक मिनट। जी अच्छा भाई एक मिनट बात सुने उसका आपने चेक क्या करना है उसका, मैंने आपको बता तो दिया। बस एक M4 है उसमें, लेवल 2 की, बस उसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं है। नहीं वो नहीं, मैं वैसे आपके जी जी ठीक ठीक। नहीं यानी कि लॉगिन का आपको क्या लिंक देना पड़ेगा, मुझे इतना पता नहीं ना, ये वो बताइए आप मुझे। फेसबुक पे या फेसबुक पे नंबर पे है? नहीं फेसबुक पे या नंबर पे? जी यानी कि फोन नंबर पे है ना, सिम पे है, फेसबुक पे? नहीं पहले नाम दिया, उसके बाद डेट शीट दी और मेल, फिर उसके बाद नंबर दे के पासवर्ड लगाया बस। जी जी अच्छा जी अच्छा ठीक है जी ठीक है जी ठीक ठीक है ठीक। ऐसी ऐसी है भाई। ग्रुप में नंबर और पासवर्ड शेयर करूँ? जी जी नहीं तो मैं आपको सेंड करता हूँ ना पर्सनल में, तो आप इनको करवा दीजिएगा। ठीक है जी अच्छा जी ठीक हो गया। नहीं तुम बात सुने, आप फिर लगाएंगे कैसे वो जहाँ फेस जब लॉगिन करते हैं उसके ऊपर जो फेसबुक के ऊपर ऊपर ऑप्शन आता है उधर से लगाएंगे? जी अच्छा जी, तो मेरी तरफ उस टाइम चलेगी या हट जाएगी? सही हो गया। चलो मैं आपका जी ठीक है। जी जी अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है। तो फिर मैं अभी आपको सेंड करता हूँ। ओके, अभी ये देखना आपको आ रहा है 2 मिनट में। ओके भाई।
हाँ सर। जी। हाँ, 1 मिनट 5 मिनट सब्र कर, मैं ना रोटी खा रहा हूँ फिर करेंगे। मैं सिर्फ 5 मिनट सिर्फ 5 मिनट दो, सिर्फ 5 मिनट।
हेलो भाई, वो सेंड किया मैंने, आप देख तो लिया, आपने बताना मुझे लगता है या नहीं लगता। जी करना, जरा करना।